friends, I'm Meghna Thomas and welcome back to our channel Epaulettes Aviation Pilot Training Academy, your route to the cockpit. In my video today, I'm going to be telling you about something very interesting. Have you ever wondered what happens if a captain on the flight in air becomes incapacitated? A very important question, something that generally comes to all of our minds. Well, what will happen if such a scenario occurs? Well, don't you worry. If the captain of an aircraft becomes incapacitated during the phase of flight, there are established procedures and protocols in place to ensure the safety of the aircraft and its passengers. Here's an overview of the general process. The first one is that the first officer or the co-pilot assumes the command. In a two-pilot crew setup, the first officer, also known as the co-pilot, is usually the next in command. So if the captain becomes incapacitated, the co-pilot will take the command of the aircraft. The next step is to contact the air traffic controller. The first officer or another qualified crew will communicate with the air traffic controller to inform them about the situation and requesting assistance. The ATC will provide guidance, including directing the aircraft to an airport and coordinating with the emergency services if necessary. The third one is crew assistance and communications. Other crew members, such as the flight attendants, may assist the first officer in managing the situation. They can provide support, relay information, and help with any necessary tasks. The flight attendants will also communicate with the passengers to ensure that they remain calm. The fourth is medical assistance. If there is any qualified medical professional in the passengers or amongst the crew, they may be called for help as well. Some airlines have specific protocols in place for such situations. The next step would be an emergency diversion or landing. Depending on the severity of the captain's condition and the proximity to suitable airports, the first officer, with the guidance from the ATC, will make the decision to continue with their flight or to divert to a nearby airport, or maybe even request for an emergency landing. The next is the approach and landing. The first officer, with the assistance of the other crew members, will prepare for the approach and landing. If required, additional support may be requested from the air traffic control and airport emergency services to ensure safe landing. Now, there are some post-landing procedures. After landing, emergency medical services will be provided for immediate medical assistance to the incapacitated captain. The airline and the appropriate authorities will conduct investigations and determine the cause of the captain's incapacitance and review the handling of the situation. It is important to note that the aviation industry places strong emphasis on training, preparedness, and redundancy to mitigate risks. Pilots undergo extensive training, including simulator training, to handle various emergency scenarios, which includes pilot incapacitation. The goal is to ensure that even if one pilot becomes incapacitated, the remaining crew can effectively manage the situation and safely land the aircraft. So now you know what happens in case one of the crew members gets incapacitated. Do not worry, people, you're always in safe hands. For more such informative videos and updates, keep following our channel Epaulettes.